So here we are again, just a little bit of information again for yourself, which I hope will help. We're talking about pressure in litres and jet sizes and so on again. Now, what I hear all the time is people in the marketplace, and what they've simply got is so for instance, say you've got a machine that's doing 150 bar at 14 litres. The jet size that would be in there is an 05 size. You've then got the first numbers, which is like 0 degrees, which is 0. Then got 15 degrees, 25s and 40s and so on. When you've got a pressure washer, whether it's electric or petrol driven, engine driven machine, what you've got to always remember is that some machines have an unloader on, which has got a knob on. Now that knob there really doesn't want to be touched. It should be left alone at all times. If you've got engine driven, you can normally control the throttle on the engine by turning the actual pressure up and down to operate. Now what you've got to remember is when you turn that engine down, you're not just losing the pressure, you're also losing that volume of water, which is the most crucial part. So if you're doing a job, it doesn't make sense sometimes to turn the engine revs down to do the job quickly. What you're doing is losing that volume of water, but also losing the pressure. It'd be far easier to have a different range of jets available to yourself. So like I just said before, you've got a machine that's doing 150 bar at 14 litres, the jet size would be like a 15 degree 05. What you'd simply do is go up in jet sizes to an 06 or an 07, and what would simply happen is, so instead of turning your revs down, that pressure would automatically drop down, but you would continue maintaining the volume of water, so you can do the job quickly. So you're not damaging that surface that you're cleaning, but you're cleaning the surface quicker because you've got the volume of water. The spray pattern, the angle is most important as well. So same thing again, if you've got a 0 degree, you've got high intensity in that one spot. If you've got a 15 degree, that angle starts to open up. The higher the angle, the less intensity. So that pressure is dropping. The pressure will still read the same, but the pressure over the distance is changing. It's not giving it as much intensity over a wider angle to what it is on a pencil nozzle at 0 degree. So another way is to also change the angle, so have a few variations of different angle jets. But like I say, so not just having a 1505 jet and a pencil nozzle 05, try to look at going up to 06s or 07s, so you don't have to turn it and start messing with unloaders. Unloaders, in my eyes, shouldn't be touched. If you don't have that unloader set correctly, you're putting strain on that engine when you're letting go of the trigger, because you've screwed it down, you've screwed it down, you've screwed it down. When setting an unloader, you should have it set at its minimal unloading point. And what simply happens there is you simply slowly keep hold of the trigger, keeping the trigger pulled, and screw that unloader in. You'll feel it lifting up and lifting up and lifting up on pressure, more and more and more. And it'll get to a stage where you've turned it and that pressure's not increased. There's no point continuing screwing that unloader in further. All you're doing at that stage is putting strain and stress on the whole pump system and engine. Try not to do that. Make it so it's unloading at its lowest possible point. So as soon as you let go of that trigger, the engine just goes zhut zhut. It doesn't go zhut zhut. It's just careful and gentle zhut zhut. By rights, when you're setting unload, you should have a certain amount of weepage anyway out of that dump return, whether it's a dump return back to tank or whether it's returning back to the bottom side of the head. You should always have it so there's a percentage of water ever so slightly drizzling through on that unloader. That is how an unloader is meant to be set correctly on that side. So back to jets. There's a lot of different jets, so what you've got to be careful of, there's a lot of cheap ones in the marketplace, so we're looking at these at the moment, these mini quick release I'm just going to show you now. These only go up to a size of an 06, I think they are, in our range, but the stainless steel, a lot of these you'll see in the marketplace cheap as chips. You're wasting your money buying, because if they're not stainless they won't last. But also the quick release will also get damaged as well. You get what you pay for in the marketplace in jets. Get a good quality jet, it means that jet size, the machine will continue to maintain its pressure because the hole is not going to open up as quickly to what a cheap jet does. But like I say, so like these jets, these are colour coded as well. So you can't just start chucking a smaller jet size into your pressure washer to do harm to it. You can go up a size, not a problem. But don't start coming down sizes from what your machine is meant to do. You're putting strain and stress on the machine from there onwards. So like I just said before, machine, say a 21 litre machine, 200 bar, you'll be running on an 065 nozzle. you go up to an 08 or 9, even a 10 nozzle. Yeah, changing the degree from a 15 degree spray pattern to a 20 degree, 25, 40, whatever. So that intensity spread over the intensity spread over a wider distance, and it's not a narrow angle. Yeah. So like I say, make sure you've got a full range of jets when you're buying a pressure washer. That looks after it. It's the most important part, is looking after that pressure washer, and people don't understand this. We have people coming on all the time saying, can I have a jet that's an 03? And I'll say, what have you got? Oh, I've got a machine. And you should be on an 05 or 06. They've no idea on some of the customers. They need to listen and learn more. If they're wanting a machine that's going to last and keep going and going and going, you can't just chuck any old jet into a pressure washer unless you know what you're doing and been instructed how to do it correctly. I am whittering on again, but like I say, it is there to help yourself. But like I say, the most important thing is these mini quick release jets. Watch out, there's so many cheap ones in the marketplace. The jets aren't probably even drilled out to the right size in the first place, to the size it should be. Like I say, so make sure you buy the right jet for your machine. Try to think about, instead of turning the unloader up and down, keep away from the unloader. You can touch the throttle and the air on an engine, that's not a problem. That's built into the engine to do that with. But it doesn't make sense to do that. Go up a size on your jets, so you've less intensity, you've less pressure by going up your sizes, not just start messing around with the throttle on the engine and the unloaders and everything else. Thank you very much, Qservices, Qwashers, eBay and YouTube. I hope this video has helped people out there that need to know information like this. Thank you.